They beat us fair and square. Oh, speaking of square, the Spanish have arrived. The Spanish have conquered.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. They will not be so lucky next time.
Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba. Welcome to the England campaign. Welcome to Medieval 2. This is Captain Total Waffle, and we are doing Total War in, well, the classic vanilla variety of the game that we all know and love.
Ships ready.
How are things, generally speaking? Well, tense with the Danes, tense with Milan. Very tense, in fact. They're besieging us. And the Danes may very well soon do the same in Hamburg. But yeah, last time around, we did capture Hamburg. Just like we captured Milan. And we have, in so doing, made sure that the Danish capture of Frankfurt is going to be a bit of an isolated incident. Because, well, we have isolated Frankfurt from Denmark at large. The interesting thing about Milan is that they still have some capabilities around here, but we've sort of made sure that their realm is now relatively decentralized. We can see a bit of an axis around Genoa, Florence type thing, and maybe they also control Corsica or something. I mean, time will tell. We just don't know at this time. What we do know is that, you know, they're not terribly popular with the Pope. He has in fact denounced them, which is great news for us, because it means that our aggression upon them will not be met by papal disapproval. So, speaking of papal disapproval, or approval, let's head to the Middle East, where we're basically trying to retain control of regions under threat by our Egyptian neighbours. And, yeah, we're trying to do so on a budget in Cairo, but eventually Alexandria will be ours. Don't you worry about that. And we are going to see off Crown Prince Al-Aziz, who is trying to wrest important infrastructure from our grasp. Speaking of important infrastructure, we've taken Aleppo, and we will take steps to populate it with merchants, so that wonderful profit can be made from spices sent back to Blighty. And, yeah, speaking of Blighty, this is where the retinue longbow has started to flow and flourish. And, we'll be bringing those along with us on new adventures very soon. I am envisaging an army that heads to London, gathers there, and then is brought to bear upon whatever enemy might best beware. So we have Paul Tyler, who is heading to Toulouse to seal the deal on the French, and I think an army from the mainland could be very opportunely deployed to Dijon. That's sort of the lay of the land. So, welcome. Let us end turn 74 and see how, or if, it all goes according to plan.
There'll be no escaping us now.
Step 1 of our plan. Defend ourselves against the French. They come with a lot of numbers and not a lot else. And we have plenty of longbows. So, I think we'll be okay. Did they have any cavalry? Negative on that one. So, our dear Elfgar, I believe it was. Don't take it personally, Mr. Presumably Elfgar. Because if you're not Elfgar, I mean, hey, life still goes on. Life still goes on. Regardless of what name he has. But he'll be put out there on the flank. He may not be used before the ultimate end of the battle. I think our longbows are best served grouping up. Something like this. Strapping some fire to their arrows. And then our melee troops will deploy, let's see, spears. And then from the flanks, bills. Bills, bills, bills. Sweet yeomen, sweet longbows. Give it a good go. let them know that we intend to burn them. Oh, sweet little peasants. Okay. And town militia. You know, it is quite tempting to send out our cavalry against these peasants. We're gonna stay inside. We're gonna stay disciplined. Because the thing is, our enemy has a huge number of crossbows. And those crossbows, they could get nasty on our cavalry if we were to send them out the gate. So that's not what we're gonna do. It's not the melee forces of our enemies that frighten us, really. Everybody up! Oh no, the ram is burning. Do they have a second one? No. So now they're all condemned to scaling our walls. That is an unenviable position for them. So, sweet bills, make the town militia unhappy. Nothing makes a man unhappy like discovering a huge bill in his way. And so we will abuse this antipathy. Yep, they all flee. Come on, guys. Put yourselves in a sensible position, preferably one that does not block your colleagues from using their bows properly.
The enemy army flees the field.
Oh dear.
Pursue
Yeah.
and run
Okay,
them down.
that was rather easy, actually. Sweet knights of the realm, take to the field and let us joyously run down enemy forces all day long. Infantry, just get out of his way. Or things might get uncomfortable. I hear that being run over by a horse is supremely painful. Yeah, so that's now it's just all about capturing as many as possible. Thank you to our longbows for doing a very decent job at defending our walls. Yeah, okay, we're not going to get that many. Especially because of the weird dispersal of the troops that's at play. But, okay. Okay, they do seem to have some problems reaching for the actual exit. It is also rather curious when you think about it that all these troops just generally know and appreciate that there is a delineation beyond which they shall not be pursued, right? To avoid capture, just get 500 meters away from the castle. 500 meters, that's all you need to do. Okay. 500 yards from the gates. And then you will be safe. Yeah. We're absolutely okay now.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Hooray for that. Does France want her troops back? She refuses.
Such is the fate of all who oppose.
Ooh, a massive Spanish army lays siege to Rennes. Okie dokie. Let's see if we have the means to assist them.
We come bearing word for you.
Oh, ciao, Mikola. Mikola Selvo. But for how much? You know, just a show of good faith would be a prudent move, don't you say, Mikola?
No, I don't see how this can work.
810 though? Okay. It's doable, yes.
Excellent. You have made my people very happy this day.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Until next time, my lord.
Ah, and speaking of the Italians, hello, Captain Brunaccio. Yeah, same playbook as last time, just slightly fewer trebuchets and yeah, a couple more spear militia it seems. So, quickly saving it, and then Milan, here we go.
Leave your mercy behind, men!
So, we have just managed to somewhat rebuild the walls of Milan. And now, Milan come yet again with destructive... Oh, actually we didn't rebuild them. Sorry, they've just attacked a new section of wall that hasn't been destroyed yet. The buggers! That's such an interesting thing to do. What a fascinating move. Okay. This time they have only 4 trebuchets. Well, 4 times 2 trebuchets, I believe. A total of 8 trebuchets it is, then. Shall we commit to a similar tactic as before? If we do, I have a vague sense that the enemy may just want to pursue the holes in the wall that already are there. But if we allow them to hit the wall, then they will just want to put more holes in the wall sections that haven't already been damaged. So, with that in mind, well, we will still populate our walls with archers, and of course we'll need to be cautious in how we do so. Placing our archers here might be a good move. The corners tend to be quite secure. Alright then, our cavalry must march. Our towers are already bringing some fire and brimstone upon the trebuchets of our foes, which is lovely. It's absolutely good. You guys, why don't you target that trebuchet crew? That would be lovely. And then these trebuchets, yeah, what about them? Well, I mean, our towers are damaging them quite nicely. We're just sending fire upon our foes to whatever degree we can. We want to disrupt their ability to attack us competently. Okay. It's very possible that our enemy will simply attempt to move through the world. Okay. You know what? Then bring our... Or move through the world. What am I saying? That's gibberish. But that they will try to move around, which is a little silly of them, but hey, I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to follow them. If this is what they intend to do, then I will be delighted. We've already taken out 10% of them. Okay. Spears, head over here. This is clearly where you will be needed. And archers, we're also going to need you to move. First gradually, then suddenly. Oh, would you look at that? More fire on the trail. Our archers and towers have done a lovely job. And they're trying to fight back at them. It's not an easy thing for them to do, though. Yeah, cavalry, stand there and have the towers do their thing. How to lose your trebuchet advantage. 101. Okay, we will see some wall action over here. But I think our longwomen will be quite able to shake off these guys. Another trebuchet goes down. Yeah, their infantry is just basically amassing on our broken walls. Come on, guys. Let's get you all moving. Can't keep you all where you are. Didn't I tell you guys to move? Yeah, great speed and all. Not very great. So what are we facing over here? Spear militia, Genovese crossbow militia. Okay, let's send out our cavalry first. Our infantry arrives. Now they can rest a little bit. The tactic here will be to start by taking their crossbow militia out of the fight. Oh, goodbye, spear militia. Excellent. Yeah, our archers are just very confused. Are any of you moving properly? Yes, some of you are. Not all, though. Apparently, I just have to tell you all twice. Okay, spear militia coming first. Genovese crossbow militia. Okay. They're shooting at our bodyguards. Nasty, nasty stuff. Archers? Not moving. Who'd have thought it would be such a headache to get your longbows to bloody walk? Okay, here come some of them. None of you guys are where I want you to be. It's a little sad. A little sad am I. I was hoping to break these militiamen, but that has not quite happened. At least not as of yet. And these guys are threatening to be successful. I will not see it. I will not stand for it. So we will rain down upon them a hailstorm of missile fire. Come on, guys. There, good. Have they destroyed another tower? A wall section, something? Usually it'll be destruction physics. Yeah, they seem to have destroyed this one. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Not super consequential, but you know, they'll do what they'll do.
St. George, save us! The enemy have the walls. To our defense, or all will be lost.
Well, at least we're taking out the Genovese crossbow militia.
Only half. The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Excellent. Our pressure has worked. And the enemy spear militia is capitulating. Now we could take this one step further. And now send our spearmen on their Genovese crossbow militia.
For the moment,
our cavalry keeps up the pressure on these guys. Nice. Very nice. Dangerous task of charging the enemy will fall to our mailed knights. If you want to shoot at them, get up on the wall. Finally, our longbows are arriving in force. Oh, look at this. Okay. Some spearmen remaining. But this is looking good. Shoot them! Shoot them where they stand. Wonderful. Spearmen, form a line. Mailed knights, get out of there. General, keep on capturing enemies. Oh yeah, wouldn't you know it? We successfully deterred the enemy. And then there's basically just a few trebuchets whose machines are already gone. Very, very good.
By St. George, we've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run. Now he can rest at our leisure.
Now it's just taking them down, one after the other. We shall not surrender Milan anytime
Men
soon.
are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to
Excellent
press the attack.
victory. We've lost a lot of our cavalry, but hopefully we'll also heal a bit of it.
By the grace of God, our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Yeah, pretty glorious. Pretty glorious. And then we have Crown Prince Al-Aziz coming at us with a single unit of infantry who will be tasked with handling both a ram and a ladder, presumably. And then a bunch of cavalry. And some catapults. I guess the catapults are really where this could get interesting. But as long as we block our walls with stakes, I don't think we'll have trouble. Welcome to the Middle East, everybody. We'll be starting out by placing some stakes. It's always good to place the stakes. Our spearmen will be tasked with the safeguarding of our settlement. As soon as the enemy comes in, their duty is to impale them with their lovely little spears. We'll place stakes in front of the most likely sections of wall to be smashed to bits. And then we shall mount walls. Mount walls with joy. So, Egyptians, come at me. Come and get it. Let's see how good of a range they have. Catapults shouldn't be that extensive. Okay, yeah. Ooh, okay. I see what they're doing. Yep. But that's a wall breach we can deal with. The stakes are in place. You know what? We can put a yeoman up here. Then they can reach those catapults quite easily, I think. It's the highest ground we can get them. I mean, it would be really cool if we could put them up here, but no such access exists. So, schade. Too bad. Might as well try to shoot back. But it seems our longbows do not have sufficient range for dealing with this particular task. And the yeoman archers are not really at their best. So we'll just let them. We will let them pummel our walls down. They can be replaced and repaired.
The walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our walls now.
Just a few plumes of smoke. Alright. And where do they go then? Interesting. An unexpected direction. This will put them in range of our towers. But there is rain here, so it's... they go... What? Egypt, I don't wish to make myself the master of your strategy over here, but I doubt this is the tower that should offend you the most. Surely you would want to take some of the more... You know, the tower's located around the breach that you've created. I doubt Saladin would approve of this. Okay, anyway. Our enemies ride toward us, and so we must respond. Hello, Mamelukes. Welcome.
Our men are winning the battle. If we
Oh my
continue
god.
like this, we will
This
smash
is
the
amazing.
enemy.
They're just pummeling themselves through a narrow strip into which they have from which they have no chance of coming back.
The enemy are badly bloody.
The general, the crown
They have
prince
lost
of the
half
realm
their
is
men.
gone and dead. I'm sorry guys, you truly did deserve better leadership. Okay, we can actually ride out of the gate because we don't have any stakes in front of it. Isn't it lovely? No.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Yeah, right then. They're outside of our missile range, and as such we can just run these catapults down with impunity. There's only one here? Yeah, that's true. Only one. Oh, we are happy, aren't we? Oh. Okay, we get a few of them.
By the grace of God, our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Well, indeed, it's a pretty good one. So, goodbye.
Enemy fleet engaged.
But yes, as we feared, our sweet assassin has been sunk. Sinking sweet assassins. What will the Egyptians think of next? Oh, King Gotland is dead. Oh, that's a pity.
Yes, my lord. To battle it in.
Hello,
Come
Captain
and fight
Volo.
me, you coward. Orders.
Okay, I'll come and fight you. And give great experience
Glorious victory is
to Edgar
ours,
de
sire.
Vere and the other guy, James Whitcomb. There you go.
Ready to ambush the enemy. Your will, sire. Sire, we're well positioned, my lord.
So, we must have a new faction leader, and who is this? King Robin. Sitting in Hamburg. Oh, okay. But lacks authority. Okay, well, we should be able to change that. He dislikes the Scots, which, guess it happens to the best of us, but the Scots are no more. They are effectively subsumed. I don't know if that makes his situation better or worse, though. Carnarvon can upgrade, which is great, so we'll just raise taxes for a little bit to encourage that bit of development. Yeah. London can go for higher taxes too, which is nice, because we're running some pretty tight budgets these days. Denmark is seen as the most advanced faction. That's a bit of an insult. Can't have that. Okay, a lot of expensive buildings today. Oh, we do want Staufen to build irrigation. Yeah. And Ren, you're under siege by a lot.
I will only address you in battle.
And similarly, we have a lot going on over here. I was hoping that we could get to this admiral before his army decided on attacking us.
Our people rule these waters, sire.
Now, it's not all bad. We have more mercenary spearmen and billmen than we did before. Hooray, hooray, hooray. But still a limit to what they can do. Still going to be tricky.
Talk is cheap. Come face me. Begone. You
Of
are
this-
not my liege.
Army over here. Bunch of Frenchmen who stubbornly refuse to cooperate.
Orders.
Putting themselves in our way.
Orders.
Alright. Here's what we could do though. We could divert troops from our campaign against Toulouse. Well, first of all, we need to beat back these guys. Ah, that's not going to happen easily.
I will only address you in battle.
I mean, we could probably beat them, but it would be really nice to have some heavy cavalry for that one.
Wish to establish new
Hmm.
trade links.
Booger, booger, booger.
We trust both you and your business.
At your service.
My lord.
But Paul Tyler... Okay, here's the thing. We're going to be attacked at Rennes in a turn. This is unavoidable. And if we are to keep this place, then we're going to need to reinforce it.
Begone.
And we're going to
You
need to
are
do
not
so
my liege.
immediately. We could send troops to their aid, but doing so without taking out Captain
I will
Ardenette
only address you in battle.
would be futile. So taking out Ardenette is gonna be
By your
on
command.
today's to-do list. Yeah. Ooh, the dismounted English knights. A lovely unit. A lovely unit. Okay. I look forward to seeing them in battle as well. But yes, Captain Ardenette. We will allow the defenders of Angers to assist, but we don't want them to be controlled by the AI, because if they are, they will squander them. Paul Tyler will retain full control of this field. We will use our cavalry to do strikes on their artillery, potentially their crossbows as well, and then we'll use our ranged troops to force the engagement favorably.
I shall lead our forces in.
So, here we go. We have an enemy in front of us. They don't have much in terms of cavalry. Let's get our UI cards up. Yeoman archers, longbowmen, yeoman archers. Okay. Yeah. And then the melee troops we have over here are going to be on team 2. And then we have our proud cavalry on team 5. Our position is quite favourable. So initially we'll just keep our archers where they all are. Let's aim for having normal ammo for the first round of fire. And bring about our cavalry to hit the enemy from this side. Their general's unit is a crossbow unit, which presents a bit of a weakness. I will tell our sweet allies, teams 3 and 4, to set up in a similar manner on our flank. I mean, it's looking pretty good. 2 smaller cavalry units. Smack catapults, please. The larger ones will go for their missile troops when this becomes a feasible course of action. Ouch! My spear militia! Time for bringing forth our battle line.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Okay, let's see what we can do tactically now. We have some crossbowmen that are fleeing the melee, and we want to take advantage of that.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Now it's time to just exert the greatest pressure possible. We actually don't even need our assisting army for much. We'll just use the cavalry for taking out some troops, make them flee, and then make them fall. Armored sergeants, fleeing, spear militia, nearly fleeing. Come on!
The enemy army flees the field.
Wonderful.
Pursue and run them down.
We can eliminate this army here. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Order the rest of the cavalry to just pursue whatever they can. Yep, they're going down.
All of Christendom
Wonderful.
will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yes, it's a good, solid victory. Few losses of life on our side, and total annihilation on theirs. So, France?
Yes.
Oh. Still not the paying type, are you?
Such is the fate of all
Alright.
who oppose us.
So,
Command me,
The
sire.
residents of Algiers will go to assist Rennes.
Move!
No. That's not what I... Oh,
They'll
okay.
wish they'd never been born.
Let's see.
War then,
Yeah,
sire.
okay. Bugger me! Ah, that's a misclick and a half. And we're left with relatively little option for this army here.
Sire.
Okay.
My lord.
These guys
Your
will
command.
head,
We
I don't
can
know,
go
to
no
Paris or
further
something.
today, sire.
And
We'll make camp here, sire. Sire. Orders, my lord.
we will retrain what we can, of course. The Citadel upgrade is coming soon, and that will be wonderful. Allowing for new possibilities. Oh, hello, a Danish navy.
Or be gone!
Hmm.
Fleet ready, sire.
Okay.
You want us gone? Admiring the... You want
Okay,
us gone?
I do want to just
Certainly.
eliminate these
We
Spanish
will not
navies.
surrender
I'm
these
sorry.
waters
It has to
easily.
happen. And as for Khan, it's about to get armored swordsmen, which is a wonderful addition to our continental forces. We don't have much in the way of cash though, and we need to prioritize some things. So, large stone wall to be repaired. Good. Spearmen to be retrained and trained. Yeah, that's important. Milan will be back at any moment, and we will want to retaliate eventually.
Sire, name the field of battle. We will meet you there.
At the moment, our greatest advantage is the cluster of fortresses that we have here in Metz, Bern and Staufen. Staufen in particular.
Orders.
Because it's able to effectively reinforce the neighboring regions.
Orders, my lord.
Let's see. Denmark, how are they doing? Faith found wanting. The Germans are considered less than ideally Catholic. Okay. And then there's Acre, where we have a bit of a wall break to fix. I'm going to prioritize this over the archery or range or the bowyer. But we could do this together with the mustering hall, so why not? We may as well get that done. Cairo is in need of something, and it is going to get... yeah. It's going to get assistance, of course.
Who do you want dead?
I want
Name thy
Imams
target,
dead,
sire.
please.
You have a target in mind, my
It would be
king.
great if we could train on somebody
Name
like
thy
this.
target, sire.
And, oh no,
You
we
a
have an
target in
incompetent guy.
mind, my king. Today
Don't like
is
it.
a
Anyway.
particularly good day.
Your money, my word.
Okay,
Sound
now
good?
merchants. Here we
At your
have some
service, at your
potential
service.
for earnings. So Masoud Muku
Coin, my lord.
is gone.
Going all out for their assets, sire.
Excellent, a good start.
At your service.
Barakat of Tus, though, is a bit of a threat.
Shubanak, I have many fine wares.
But if we send our merchant over to the sugar
Journeying onward.
deposit, then
Yes, sire.
we'll be
We'll
able
start
to keep him
sending these
safe
to
because he'll
I
be
welcome both you
just
and
out
your
of range. And
At your service.
maybe George will be able to take him out
Opportunity for coin,
next
my
turn,
lord.
depending on how everything goes.
Yes.
And then we have heretics.
This is the heathen.
God's servant.
Who
Yes.
is the heretic, sire? God will judge them.
Yes.
God will judge them indeed.
This is the heathen in question.
Sibni Lawadi. Infidel.
Your Majesty.
Alright. Then we have this diplomat of ours. With nobody to talk to.
I cannot
don't
do
believe
that,
we'll be-
sire.
Maybe we should
Approaching
just try
their
to pursue
dignitaries, sire.
trade with the
Tomorrow's
Turks,
journey
actually.
planned out, sire.
How are the Turks vis-a-vis the Egyptians? Neutral. Okay. I can live with that. As long as they're not allies, then we'll be okay.
Your will, sire.
If possible, I would love for Nottingham to keep on producing its finest troops, but just don't have the cash for it. Perhaps Bern would do better to enlarge our farming operations as opposed to the military ones, because the military benefits from Bern at the moment will be quite minimal until we can grow the place, and that requires communal farming. So, you know, economic growth will be military growth eventually. As for Innsbruck, you know what? Okay, there's a bit of money to be saved by switching to crop rotation. Similar logic, we want this to become a citadel. And then Nottingham can keep on supplying some decent forces, such as dismounted English knights and a couple of armoured swordsmen. We're looking forward to the heavy billmen too. That'll be nice. And then the stable line, which we will eventually upgrade nicely.
Away with you, imbecile.
I will not be awayed with. Just like that. No.
My lord. My lord.
Would Edgar de Vere be interested
My king. Orders.
in
Hail
governance?
my king.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Sire. Orders.
This is of course not the end of the line for Paul Tyler. He will take forces and perhaps send them through Bordeaux and then schluck down into Toulouse. So we can liberate this place, ward off any potential Spanish aggression in turns to come. I'm really sad about Rennes.
My king.
It's not inconceivable that they will take it now. And that makes me sad. But let's see. France. This is very silly.
We are besieged.
Alright, the one thing we have going for us here is that they are led by a captain, not a general. The main thing going against us here is that their infantry is really strong. It'll be very hard for us to hold this. Our cavalry will be key. And our ability to funnel them into an easily targetable spot will be key.
I shall lead our
But I think we're going to lose this town. After years of them trying, now they've finally put together an army that can take this small town in Brittany. Chivalric Knights. A powerful unit, and they've got so many of them, and Feudal Knights too. This is a pretty expensive army to run. Especially considering the type of defense that they're meeting, but they're not wrong in assessing that they will need some punch to break through our defenses. This is exactly the kind of punch that they should be using. Our most valuable troops will be the mercenaries, spearmen and the billmen in terms of infantry. Then our longbowmen will be on the walls, hopefully causing some damage. I'm hoping that because the crossbows are over here behind them, that they won't be very effective in deterring us. I think I'll put our longbows on flaming ammunition. Yeah, you can see they do have an effect, right? Longbows are good against infantry, generally speaking, and no, that's a recipe for failure. You want to gather up, and then, oh, hello there. Interesting. they're opening themselves up to our archers, which is very nice of them. Chaos in their ranks, chaos in their lines. Okay, that's a good start. We're just gonna speed it up because, all else being equal, our enemy behaving like they currently are is going to slow down the battle. In a way that's beneficial to us. Absolutely it is. Gives our archers more time to pick targets and have an effect on the enemy. Yeah, okay. Now they're coming in. We can't stop them from taking down this wall. It's going down. This ballista's probably going to shoot through some people if this is what they're going to do.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on. They must get no further.
Okie dokie. Charge! Ouch. Lost a couple of guys there. Well, now all bets are off. But ideally we will want to restrain their ability to punch further holes in our wall. Yeah, but it's very hard to keep them from doing that with just one unit of cavalry. Considerably harder if we want to actually keep the buggers alive, as we very much do. But they are giving us some time here, which I do appreciate. Yeah, it's a dramatic sight when your town is under siege this way.
The walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our walls now.
Yeah, shooting at their siege equipment is not going to give good results, I think. It's not going to be deterring them.
The walls have fallen. Steel and
This is a good
valiant hearts
target.
must be our walls now.
A decent little kill zone there. Now they're going for towers. Huh. Well, well. Ah, the ballistas are burning. Well, that's a positive. Down goes the tower. How's our general doing? Okay. He's a little, battered and bruised. Where are they going at it now? They've just taken down this. Oh, this tower. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. And then this one. Yeah. So far, so predictable. At this point, there's just no point in trying to charge down their catapults with our cavalry, even though they are more exposed than ever. But the thing is, stopping them from taking down one more tower is not going to help us a lot. Especially not when they take out towers that we're not even occupying. Neglecting totally to take out one that we are. Decision making is hard, everybody. It's hard to make good decisions. This is why human beings will always be valuable. I hope. Okay, our foes are coming for us now. Bringing ladders. An interesting one. Trying to shoot our infantry as well. A risky business when they're actually sending troops toward our infantry. And now they're just maliciously trying to bombard every little bit of our glorious city of Rennes. Okay. Everybody, let's hem these guys in. So, first the longbows do their thing. If we can somehow take out most of them, that would be amazing. Our general's bodyguard is ready. Ready to do what must be done for Rennes.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
A good charge. Okay. A bit of routing caused. Very nice. Very good. Some change in the mood. So we can see that our arrows are having an effect. I mean, it's not going to be a clean win, this one. If we win, it's going to be against the odds here. Absolutely. Absolutely so. Oh no, ah, okay, there's a horseman over there. But now that he's gone, we may just be able to charge again. Billman standing ready to do what needs doing. Oh, that's also why they felt a little terrified at one point. They're bombing their own troops. Yeah, that would terrify the heck out of me. If my commanders were just going, yep, we're absolutely going to throw lob balls of fire straight at the enemy, even if you're in the way. Okay. Well, more cavalry charges will be needed, that's for sure. And we'll also need more troops on the ground, but the Longbowmen need to rest. Dismounted feudal knights are coming up. Okay. Let's see, we have some
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
We've lost half of our
dismounted
men.
chivalric knights. You know, we're not doing too bad. We could be doing a lot worse than this. I'm using fire arrows, knowing that it's a bit slower, but it has a greater effect on morale, and if anything's going to win the battle for us, it's going to be that. It's not going to be our qualitative numbers of troops. It's going to be morale. Now, their general is still alive, which is a bit of a blow against any such plan, but we will have to persevere until we can strike at them appropriately.
The enemy are
I
badly
can't let the
bloodied.
Longbowmen rest
They've
any
lost
longer.
half their
Our
men.
infantry is breaking down. So we're going to need to bring in our longbows. Potentially find another avenue of attack. It depends on how this one goes, though. Okay, it seems that we will have an angle. Okay. But this is not looking good. Overall, we are being overwhelmed. We still have our archer power on this one unit. Doing as it does. It's not a good one, though. I mean, longbows are good, no matter what, but it's not great. And our cavalry is sort of neutered.
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy
Ooh,
general.
now that is
Without
interesting.
him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
That is very interesting. But it happens at a time where we don't really have the power to punch into the enemy in the way that we would need to in order to really precipitate routing. Our troops are just gone. Let's see. Okay, Longbowmen, keep up the fight. Cavalry, see if you can charge these chivalric knights into a slightly less chivalric mood. Da, 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 da. I don't think that's gonna cut it. That's not good enough. Mulligan, please. Okay, our longbows have routed now. Didn't take much persuasion. The discounted feudal knights have done their job. Oh, we have more over here.
St. George protect us. Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Well, it had to happen eventually.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Well, they beat us fair and square.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Oh, speaking of square. They're just continually trying to stab the enemy with their little spears and it's not doing much. The Spanish have arrived.
Our enemy
The
has
Spanish
command
have
of the
conquered.
city.
And now we will have to throw them out again. But having weakened them to this point,
Only intervention by the Almighty. or a
well,
military
let's just
genius
say
can bring us
it's at
victory
least
from this.
possible now.
Look, our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. They will not be so lucky next time.
Okay. Yeah, our longbows, MVPs for sure. Absolutely so. Better luck next time. So now, we must retake Rennes.
As you command. We shall slaughter them, my lord. Besiege orders.
Yeah, you can go with them. I mean, they're going into a town anyway. So, they might as well retrain there.
Sire,
When
my lord.
they need to.
Orders, my lord.
Bring some additional longbows.
My lord.
Essentially bringing the troops that
Orders. Sire. As you wish.
won't be used elsewhere.
Urging armies.
Rennes must be retaken. This is a priority. And, yeah, it's been sacked. Of course it has. Foreign merchant strikes. Oh, he could reach
Welcome
us.
both you and your custom.
Baraka.
Shall I deal with the competitions?
Okay.
At your service.
An opportunity for coin.
Bugger me, this guy
your
is
service.
proving problematic.
As you command. At your service. Journeying onward.
Oh well.
I shall continue.
Your money, my way.
At your service. At your service.
Daft dealer. Indeed. Indeed a daft dealer. The Middle Eastern merchant madness is set to continue for a while. Venice and the Papal States are at war, and Venice and Denmark are allies, so... Okay, Venice are trading with us currently, and we might be told to break that off by the Papal States, because they like to do that. They like ordering people about in that way. Now it seems to me that somebody at some point, yeah, must have caused our construction costs to rise, but they no longer are. You know what, let's invest in a blacksmith. It needs to be done at some point, no matter what. Maybe it was Robin Baker who... increased them in some way. But that's worth keeping an eye on, of course. Antioch. What does Antioch need? I mean, more religious guidance, more council chambers, those kinds of things. Carnarvon is building. Yes, good, good, good. And we have so many citadel upgrades, but we don't have the cash for the infrastructure they unlock. A lead purse of wooden castle. Similarly, we don't have money for the infrastructure here. Hello, Sabri.
Sire.
Perhaps we should talk to this guy.
You are brave to seek an audience with us like this. Our discussions come to a close.
Well, I mean, hey,
question, sire.
bravery is a virtue, is it
Approaching
not?
their dignitary, sire.
At least a little while longer. Let's see. This Inquisitor has dealt with the heretic, so that's nice. Of course, he might start persecuting our characters, which is less nice. You know, you win some, you lose some. And then the French have besieged Bordeaux. Not a stellar move on their part. They may want to attack it at one point. If they do, then fair play, I guess. Okay, here's what Angiers will do. Train a bunch of armored swordsmen, because these are, I mean, not as good as the chivalric knights. They don't have quite the same morale. But what they do have is an upkeep cost of 150. So, you know, it's pretty hard to say no to, because the chivalric knights, like the feudal knights, have 225. So it's a significant difference, especially if you're planning on fielding several armies of them, which we are. So right now we're gonna grab these guys, send them to London. Next turn, Robin Baker will be traveling.
Victory is ours, sire.
Or maybe 2 turns from now. Yeah, they will be traveling from London over the Channel with all the troops that they have, and they're gonna take him to places. Let's see. Reims.
Command me, sire.
Reims. We need them.
Yes.
We need these kind of
Orders.
generals. Ecke de Vere, for instance. We need a Khan. And then he can take over from Paul Tyler, who seems to be he has the makings of a good commander, really. That's what I'm thinking here. And so he can take troops from Angers and put pressure on Toulouse, especially with reinforcements from Bordeaux, some low quality troops, but you know, still decent enough for the job, I think. The French are weak. If this is what they assault our castles with, yeah, they don't have much hope. So we are on the path to making some pretty substantial armies, especially in the infantry department, and that's a wonderful thing. So this episode has very much been about fighting back against enemy attacks, fighting them off everywhere, basically. And we do so with pride. Hamburg needs infrastructure for growth and economy. And we're gonna give it to him. And Angers will also be building a marksman's range. And Earl's Stables would be nice. Right now we can get feudal knights here, which is good, of course. But the Earl's Stables would add English knights. And, you know, they're just that little bit better. We can compare the stats directly. So 10, 8, 16. Those are the primary things, right? Attack, charge, defense. Okay, let's look at the feudal ones. And, you know, it's 10, 6, 16. So the English knights have a better charge, and they have better armor, which guards them better against missile attacks. So armor is generally more reliable than defense skill, because defense skill is situational. Armor is pretty permanent, unless of course you're dealing with armor piercing stuff, which is, you know, which makes that difference. But crossbows will be armor piercing and ranged. So at the end of the day, I think armor is still good. And then of course, powerful charge, good morale. And they don't have the nasty habit of charging without orders that the feudal knights do. So discipline is a bit better. Oh, good old English lads of the realm know how to contain themselves when faced with even the most frightening of opposition.
End the hostilities, then we can talk again.
Alright, Miss Spanish lad.
Establish a truce with my master before we trade.
At your service.
Maybe you want to be visited by Simon Hick?
On your
And for some reason, King Simon the Wrathful is still sitting here. Oh, actually, we have 2 faction leaders in these lands. Duke Catalano of Milan as well.
Orders. As you wish.
Aren't we just lucky to be in the audience of such great leaders of state? Well, either way though, I must say, I have enjoyed today's episode and I hope you have too. It's been a little bit of a slog, but hopefully we've seen the worst that the Spanish have to give us. And hopefully we can deter them for doing similar things again. Admiral Diago has been seen off, and we can see off many others, to be sure. But for now, this is where the episode must leave us. So be kind to yourself, be good to those you love, and then, you know, perhaps some troops from Nuremberg will head over to Frankfurt. And then I will see you soon. This has been Waffle, Total Waffle.